If you are or were a cringy weeb in middle school like I was, then you probably also had embarrassing childhood crushes that you want to erase from your memories. I mean, me too, but today is the day I let it all out. I am going to rank every single fictional crush I've ever had, from my most sanest infatuations to what the hell is wrong with you crushes. I know from my last video, I might have implied that I have never been part of the anime fandom, but that couldn't be the furthest from the truth. Look, I was just trying to hide my shameful past. You would have done the same if you were me. If you asked me who my biggest anime crush was, I think the first name that would pop up is Haru Nanase from the anime Free. I was in love with this man from elementary to high school. This boy had a chokehold on me for 6 years. I have never even watched a single episode from the show, so tell me why I was so obsessed with him for the majority of my childhood. Was it his cold and silent personality? Or maybe those swimmer abs? I have no idea. Because the crush is such a mystery to me, I am going to rank Haru in Nyeh. Okay, in my entire life, I don't think I was ever in love with a particular anime like I was with Hetalia. Yes, I was that kid. I'm pretty sure I got bullied in middle school. Anyway, the show's about personified versions of different countries hanging out, and for some reason, my favorite character was Norway. He was similar to Haru, but blonde? And I also don't really know why I was so drawn to Norway either, so I'm going to rank him in the Am I Insane category, mostly because it's Hetalia, and if I'm going to enjoy that godforsaken show, at least choose a favorite from the main characters, not a rando that appeared in less than like 5 episodes. The next show that I was obsessed with after my Hetalia phase was Haikyuu. Holy crap, I definitely got bullied. And my favorite character was Sugawara. It was really because he was kind and caring, and also because he had whitish hair. I'm gonna rank him in the safe option because at least Suga is not that crazy of a pick compared to some of the others. Alright, I know I had fictional crushes, but celebrities always felt like they were in a different dimension compared to us mortals, so I'm just gonna group them up with the rest of my 2D infatuations. Even though I'm Korean, I never really got into Korean media or K-pop as I was growing up. I just watched anime, so I didn't really know about what groups there were or what music they made. But in middle school, I remember stumbling across this one boy band, History, and I fell in love with the group's leader, Song Kyung-il. Oh my god, just look at him dance. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. He was tall and strong and had this dark aura that girls went crazy for, and I was no exception. Although he awakened something in me, I'm going to rank him in the Nyeh category because I didn't really care much about K-pop back then and the group wasn't that well known. Speaking of K-pop, back in 2014, I absolutely loved this one song from another not so popular boy band called BTS. The song was called War of Hormone, and I remember my heart stopping when a certain white-haired bad boy with a lollipop who I never bothered to learn the name came up. I still don't know his name to this day, but I remember liking War of Hormone so much, I also watched their dance practice videos. I'm going to rank him in popular choice solely because it's BTS, and I'm pretty sure he's pulling millions of fangirls in 2022. Moving on, some of my more tamer crushes were Isaya Orihara, Kendall from BTR, N and Hyuk from Pokemon, and Tamaki from Oran High School Host Club. Isaya was pretty much a certified psychopath, so he's going straight to the Am I Insane category. Everyone else is going to the safe option except Tamaki, who was a really popular pick back in the days. I'm pretty sure I was also a psychopath because I had a creepypasta face, and the one I really liked was Homicidal Liu. No comment, you know where he's going. I feel like my high school crushes were a lot more normal than my previous ones, which is saying a lot considering. Anyway, in my freshman year, I started playing League of Legends. Despite the game giving me the closest thing to Stockholm Syndrome, I thought some of the characters and skins was hot as hell. Holy fuck! Galaxy Slayer Z is my favorite and to this day gets me feeling some type of way whenever he pops up on the Rift. But then later on in the same year, they released Aphelios. I have no words to describe how instantly whipped I was. How can a game so bad create such beautiful characters? For that, they're both going to the Am I Insane category. It was around this time when I started playing a visual novel type of game called Mystic Messenger. I had heard of the game and some of the characters before, so I already had my eyes on one of the love interests, Jumin Han. I started the game, excited to start my romantic journey with Mr. Sexy CEO Man, but the game said nope and gave me a path to Yoo-sung's instead. At first I was like, bleh, who the heck is he? But then he soon grew on me. And I mean instantly. He was sweet and playful, and I remember sneaking downstairs in the middle of the night just to answer his text. I really enjoy Yoo-sung's route, so he's going to the safe option. Another game I really liked in high school was the Persona series. I watched the Persona 3 and 4 gameplay on YouTube without really getting attached to anyone, but Persona 5 was a different story. During a fateful encounter with one of the characters, Yusuke Kitagawa, I didn't really expect much from him, but then he spoke.
Is there something you want?
That's my line! You are the one stalking me!
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
As soon as he was finished talking, I was like, whoa, who the heck is he? Am I supposed to be feeling this way? And now that I'm looking back on it a few years later, of course you were! It's freaking Matt Mercer voicing him! I think my life has been significantly better after being in the presence of a god. Yusuke is rightfully going to the popular choice category. Alright, the next one might be the worst confession I could make, even more embarrassing than Hetalia. You guys remember those dusty books that you had to read in English class that nobody understood what was going on because they were from a different century? Well, one of the books my class had to read was called A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. I know what you're thinking. You had a crush on a character from an old-timey classic book? I did, and I know there's definitely something wrong with me, but I had a major crush on the smart and carefree lawyer named Sidney Carton. Major spoiler warning to the 5 people reading the book, but I was so happy that the main character, Lucy, did not end up with Carton, as if I had any chance with dating this fictional character. But then like 3 pages before the story could end, Carton sacrificed himself for Lucy's happiness and freaking died! I was like, what the fuck? I cried after that. Sidney Carton is definitely going to the run for your life rank. Okay, I feel like talking about Genshin Impact was inevitable, so I'll make it brief. My absolute favorite Genshin character is Diluc, mostly because he was my first 5-star after months of playing the game, and I grew to like his awkward but caring personality. But I'm pretty sure that if I managed to get Venti on his first banner, I probably wouldn't have given Diluc a second glance. Sorry, man. I feel like Diluc is one of the most liked characters in Genshin though, so I'll put him in the popular choice. So I like listening to music, and I have this huge playlist of songs I've compiled since 6th grade. And after the first song, it just autoplays, and one day it autoplayed into a K-pop song. This song started off with a really impressive orchestral opening, and I was instantly hooked. So I got curious and started to watch not even their music video, the dance performance video. And even now, I can pinpoint the moment I fell for one of the members, Yejin from the group Elast. As soon as he stepped forward, I knew it was love at first sight. That long silver hair, the prince outfit, those sharp eyes. Holy crap, I need to know who you are. I don't know if you heard of Elast, but I like their music so much, I spent the next week learning their names and watching all of their music videos. Anyways, Yejin and Elast changed the trajectory of my life for the better, so he's going to the safe option. And here's the finished tier list. So if you know any local pretty boy with blonde or white hair and blue eyes and a really nice deepish voice, send him my way, cause I'm sad and lonely.